It's a big investment, but I'm pretty sure it just wins us the game. Oh, having fun yet? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, fun. Fun. Makes sense, right? I'm playing at like 13 units. I'm playing a trap deck. I'm just being a dickhead. Seems good to me. Tiger's like a unit that's actually not, right? So it makes sense. I'm also playing double Dragoon for the Maddox synergy. This is the Speci trap deck. This is my take. I think it's just superior. Like, the other thing you could do, obviously, is like play Scorch and just cheese wins that way, which is honestly a pretty reasonable strategy. Like, against Syndicate, you can line them up. One thing I would have liked in this deck is Commandos, but they have anti-synergy with Maddox, right? But Dragoon will be a nice 7 for 4 here as well with Maddox, right? Because you can just move a card to the Maddox row, or you can move Maddox to their row. Apparently they want Maddox to get value anyway, which is a weird one. Uh-oh, poor guy. Oh no! The other card I was thinking about playing is Yorvith, right? Instead of Tiger. I could play Yorvith. It's toxic, I do believe. So do we reckon the next card here is Foltest? Because I'm kind of thinking it might be. If I was to go for the Feigned Death here, they will have 4 points, I'll have 5, right? So I was thinking about trying to set up the incinerating trap for Foltest, but they're not actually going for it straight away anyway, but looks things. I should get myself a nice little advantage first. Okay, alright. I see you.
Peace with humans? A bite ass.
We shall drive the ape men into the sea.
Okay, so we went on even. And now we just turn into the world's biggest douchebags and win the game. Woo! I don't think we need the maxi, right? Imagine playing cards that people can interact with. Like, look at this hand! This is going to be a very fun round. But because Bantonio, do you know what, mate? I'm flipping triggered about traps. And I'm sick of moaning about them. And people go, Spec, they're not even that good. And I'm just showing you. I'm just showing everybody. Like, look at this deck. Very fun gameplay. This is the point I'm trying to make. Because I'm also playing the absolute geezer version, which is 13 units. Absolute douchebag version is probably more fair. I mean, this was the main thing, just getting this out, right? Like, do we actually care anymore? I guess I could have Renew for Pavetta in theory, right? And instead of Commandos. Yeah, you don't play Gord with traps because traps don't boost Gord, right? Honestly, I maybe was supposed to have passed. I'm just trying to respect the potential renew. It does look like a renew deck.
For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death! Finally.
Probably should have just clicked the Maddock, right? I guess a Dragoon also would have done it, right? So I'm gonna pass. I still think I'm gonna get renewed. But I don't think I really care too much, seeing as I have double crushing trap. I'm gonna go renew on for the better, right? But yeah, basically I'm gonna, instead of being a moaning, I'm just gonna play the deck myself. Because I'm sure I'll enjoy playing it. Playing against it is just the worst thing I've ever experienced, though. I hate it so much. So, yeah. This is what... Oh, you can't put douchebag in your title. I guess. Makes sense, to be fair. I don't know, Chris. To be fair, I wasn't playing much at that point. But also, like, Gwent's moved away from these kinds of, like, artifact decks, right? So when you have things that stand out as much as this does, like...
A sword to outshine all others. Alert! To arms! Semper Fi!
Kinda awkward. The elf.
Elves must die!
Imagine we lose after all this. This will be an experience, huh? Triple crushing trap loss.
What are you doing? For the daisy of the valley!
We shall retake the cities that were stolen from us.
Alright, let's go. Traps record 1-0. Can we write that down, please? 1-0 with traps. Not really how it should work, though, right? I mean, it can feel like that at the moment a bit, but that's kind of my point, right? Need another elf. Rip. I've got this, thank God. Let's go. Do we want to play the tiger? Probably not. I think we're always going to have to slam the scenario here. Sod it, let's go for it.
A witcher with no honor is no brother of mine. the easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
Should have listened to me old lady.
You can run, you can hide, but I'm gonna get you.
Seems like a keep going nearer for feign death at some point. Oh, having fun yet? Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, fun. Fun. Sorry, I'm just being a bit of a douchebag today. World's most negative streamer. I think it's fine to do this. I'm basically saying that they've played so slowly that I just don't think I need to commit the feign death this round. I mean, they're still committing pretty good cards, truth be told.
Like so.
Swords I smile at, weapons love to scorn.
Looks like they're just trying to get their Vesmer in. High fat base. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, bit of both. Mainly no. So yeah, that was kind of expected. We go Dragoon here, right off of Venero. I guess we could also just take a bomb. Bomb is 7 points, a Dragoon is 6. Gwen would kind of count on this play though. A lot worse.
I don't train on the cone. I hate it.
I mean, they need a lot of juice to do it, but I don't think we're quite ready to pass. Wait, this. Should probably be baiting the horn, right? We have used quite a lot of our traps here, which isn't ideal, but I mean, we still have our scenario. I mean, this just seems like a pretty good pass, right? 15 points to the good. John into assault will do it. Otherwise, they're going to need the other charges.
No, oh no, no, no. You can't just sacrifice it.
This happens. Reaping black-clad heads.
It's pretty reasonable from them. I mean, the really good news for us is we managed to just get through a round just sitting on Tiger and Maddock. So we still have our scenario, right? Which is going to be our Nero target. Next card is Eldane, which isn't really a card we would want in this hand. But also, we're 2 away from a bomb. Definitely see myself wanting. It's bad if they dry pass, but it's an assault deck, so I'm expecting the push. Like, we're guaranteed Verno still, but we need to actually draw Eldane. That was a risky mulligan, for sure.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
What the flipping heck was that? So they have assault in hand, I guess. What? I think it's right for us to respect the push.
You stand no chance.
A superb specimen, truly.
Knights get princesses and we get what? Bloody streamers.
Is this enough?
Let us sing the song of steel.
Yo, Infern, sorry mate. I was getting very salty about trap decks. So I decided rather than moan, I may as well just play some myself. See what it's saying.
Customer is king.
Might have overdone it slightly with the Ailerin coming out, right? Okay, Venosiod's guaranteed, Eldain is not. That's where we're at. Venosiod's guaranteed, Eldain is not. Thanks. Okay. Should be fine still. We'll just have to go for a back row Verno. Curse Knight, Chad.
Never bend, never kneel.
Too old for this shit.
Yeah, we are, unfortunately. Oh god, I panicked. I actually shit myself. How was this so close? We should never have won this matchup, I don't think. But this is what I'm saying, like, look at this Eldain. Like, how is that fair? Just not. You get me? Hate the card. I am having fun playing it. But, chat, you asked for this. Secretly, I only moaned about traps so I could play some traps. I do like traps. They're fun. But god, do they suck to play against. Serpent Trap's really nice, actually. They don't flip the lamp. I'm not from Manchester. I'm from the south of England, bro. Yeah, I mean, Pearpain, like, while I agree he's, like, undercosted, I wouldn't say it's a matter of provisions. Just like Masquerade Ball, you can have provisions to it, but eventually it's just going to need to get redesigned. Like, the thing is with a card like Eldain, it's just a resident sleeper card. Because while it might not be that good in this current meta, there will just be a time when the deck gets a little bit more support, and then it's just going to be completely and utterly broken. And then, like, I think you can look at cards like Safecrack as an example. Safecrackers were always, like, way too good for 5 provisions. And then as soon as Justice can play them, like, they're just completely broken, right? So as soon as Eldain gets some more support or some, like, extra synergy or, like, the meta suits him more, like, the card's just going to be complete cancer. What a strange opening play, huh? Do we risk it? Serpent Trap's just a money card here, right? What do we do? The high roll's tempting Pearpain, but honestly, like, Serpent Trap is just guaranteed, like, to kill a spender or something later, like a Sea Jackal, right? Clearly they don't have a Safecracker in hand, but maybe they have Justice, no Furco. I'm just gonna play some bad cards. That's a massive commitment. Yeah, so there's the Justice from hand, no Furco. Correct prediction from Specimen. So we could move the Cleaver. It's not a terrible play, right? Shuts down his Intimidate. Problem with that idea, Bane, is the fact that traps are still uninteractive and you don't actually want to play a card before them, right? So it would be really bad. But mate, nobody knows Bane if Persian is serious. Persian always gives me so much gas about it. Like, oh my god, amazing play, dude. And really, he's just been sarcastic the whole time, and it's taken until now to realise that. Persian also has the best emotes on Twitch. But not my emotes, which is kind of sad. Persian, what kind of emotes would you like me to get for you to subscribe? Because I can see, of course, you indulge in subscribing to Twitch channels, which I respect. But what is it that you're looking for in my emotes? Apart from don't say the flipping rabbit. I hate the rabbit.
From a distance.
Especially Guapo. I believe I still smell it. I think they just had no Safecracker and no Furco. They went Justice from hand. It does make sense, honestly.
One man's battlefield.
They don't have the full coin carryover, so now's quite a good time to pass. Like, as much as Maxi is carryover, she's also not particularly good in round 1. Yeah, I can see that, Bane. Maybe even transform 2 traps. With like a 4-point body, and then you could have an extra thing, right? It is nice to have like more decks in the game. Like the fact that traps has made a comeback, you know. The fact variety is always good, but yeah. For me it's a no. I don't enjoy playing against it at all.
A superb specimen, truly.
Specie in a do-rag. Yo, Connor, thanks for the follow. Is it Darren bugged? No, I don't believe so. It spawns once per turn, right? You can only spawn 1 bar per turn.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
The bitch gets a really useful. You know, I get an moment. We end up heartbroken. This is the biggest issue Maddock has in this deck. The Commando lack of synergy. Lack of Commando synergy.
Come on, just take the whole finger.
I could see them making a hero pass here. We don't really care that much, right? This is the perfect time for the Serpent Trap, really. They want to play a crime for some profit. Let me kill the spender. Traps don't feel like they match their intention. I feel like when designed, they were meant to be an outthinking game of which trap was played. Stuff like reverse psychology with it. Yeah, they're just like uninteractive point slam, right? I agree. Yeah, I agree. Eldane kind of being the main offender, right? And the fact that they have scenario synergy as well, that's the other kind of big problem. Like, it's very similar when you look at Vi as well, right? A big problem with Vi is actually the scenario synergy that they have. Because it just gives them, like, a lot of extra juice. And that's, like, a big problem with scenarios. You even look at Masquerade Ball. Why is Masquerade Ball such a good scenario? Well, because the aristocrats you would play previously were just so good. You would probably include them anyway, so... It's a really weak play. So we can go Tori here for another Serpent Trap.
Don't leave me here.
If they pass, we just take it with Maxi. And we're still denying their coin carryover, right? And also, like, their safe crackers are very limited now. They still have Furco and Gord, but that's it, right? So, yeah. It's very, very difficult for them to set up the... I mean, they just can't, basically, because I'll kill Furco every time. In comes the drill. Kind of fine by me, honestly. I do respect the play, though. But it's still kind of pants. Like, we're only 16 down at the end of the day, right? Do we take the scenario? Do we take the Verno? What do we do? I guess we just take the scenario, right? They still have no coins carried. They're going to pass. Basically, I've got 3 points on the board. I only need 13, which Verno basically does in 1, right? Honestly, I could probably just take the Verno, right? If I take Verno, double leader charge, it gets Ailerine, and I get ahead with the Serpent Trap down. I think it's worth it, right? Then I can keep the Feigned Death as well. It's a big investment, but I'm pretty sure it just wins us the game.
For the daisy of the valley!
Humans to the sea!
Because yeah, as mentioned, they have specials in hand, right? So we'll get the kill. We'll get a 10-point serpent trap with this line, probably. It's obviously risky because I'm investing so much juice, but if I can hold the scenario, it's just going to be fine, right? I'd rather have a scenario than a Verno and leader charges. And also with this line of play, like there's a very good chance that we'll just be able to play Maxi or the Bowman, right? They'll be ahead. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to pass or just accept the serpent trap damage. Plus 10. Ooh, that's a 5-point play, mate. That's really bad. And Drill's only dealing a little bit of damage. Okay, they can spend with that. Fair. Okay, I mean Maxi is enough.
Fool me once, death on you.
Yep,
No one gets
nice.
to fool me twice.
Throwing the Eldane. Again, surely in hand there is a special, right? We've not seen a Neuromancer yet. Like, what are the odds? So small, right? That they don't have one in hand. Just taking a look at the top of our deck as well. We do have 2 elves on our top decks in Eldane and Dragoon, so we can still play this Bowman and rock the scenario. But yeah, like traps here, I think the big problem with traps, in fact, you could argue is the scenario synergy, right? Like, this kind of a play should be a big commitment, but when you've got scenario, it's really not as much of a big deal, right? I guess scenarios are kind of like, if Eldane just existed on his own, he would be a lot more easy to beat, but when they've got this massive power play, it's a little bit different, right? Right, there we go, that's what we were looking for. Bowman or Pitfall? I think we're winning. So I've gone for Pitfall. Like, it could be gored in hand, right? But you're probably right in that it's not. Definitely would obviously prefer to have the Pitfall, but I just don't see how we could lose from this position. They have no coin carryover. I guess I have 2 coins or something, right? It's Eldane. Yeah, I mean, this is just the hand, right? Like, I could take a Dragoon instead, but we got a trap from here. Because like, even though we committed the Pitfall, we could have had the Pitfall in this hand. Like, we probably honestly would prefer an Incinerating against this deck. Maybe. So we're going to go Feign Death, Rushing, Bowman.
Better luck next time.
Let him forth, one. You stand no chance.
Yeah, they are pair pain, yeah. I also was a little bit like, is this actually good? Are you allowed to do it? But yeah, I mean, everyone does it pair pain. No, there's no ruling saying you can't.